What's going on, guys? Juice Massey here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today, of course, it's deadline day. It's Wednesday the 31st of January. And we have got so much to get through today. And for those wondering if there'll be a second video tonight at some point because of deadline day, I'm honestly not too sure. It depends how much already happens. If there's a lot, maybe it could be a second video. If not, I'll cover it tomorrow morning as normal at 8:30. And a few people have also asked about transfer videos between now and the summer transfer window, because there are rumours pretty much every single day along the way there. Every single Sunday in particular, I'll do an update video. So before we get started, as always, if you enjoyed the video and enjoyed transfers, show your support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what do you think is going to be the biggest deal today? Let me know down below in the comments section, and let's jump into confirmed deals. So the very first confirmed transfer today is going to be the former Manchester City man, being Zuccolini. Yesterday he joined River Plate from Hellas Verona in Italy for around €3 million. Then we got on to a former West Ham player and formerly of PSG as well, back on FIFA 12 in fact had so many informed cards, being Nene. And yesterday he joined Sao Paulo in Brazil from Vasco da Gama as a free transfer. Then we got a Norwegian player called Ekrem going to Seattle Sounders from Malmo FF against a free transfer. And the final player on this page is going to be Tobias Figueiredo going to Nottingham Forest from Sporting on loan for the rest of the season. An Argentinian player called Paz has joined Bologna from Newell's Old Boys for a fee just over £1 million. Then we got on to Jack Harrison. He actually made two transfers yesterday. The very first one is him joining Manchester City from New York City FC for around £3.6 million. But straight after that, he went to Middlesbrough on loan for the rest of the season. And to be fair to him, he done very well in the MLS for New York City FC and also got a call up recently to the England under-21 team. Then we got a triple signing for Konyaspor in Turkey. The very first player though is again to Johovic, joining them from Göztepe for £1.35 million. Then we got the former Inter and Barca striker Samuel Eto'o joined them as well. So it was a free transfer from Antalyaspor because it ended his contract. And the final one is Sen, who I don't think has been on FIFA older team for a while, also joined Konyaspor again from Trabzonspor for an undisclosed fee. Then we have a pretty interesting one being Marc Bartra, the former Barca man who recently joined Borussia Dortmund as well. He actually left Dortmund yesterday to go to Real Betis in Spain. Some places send €10 million, others though send 20. And regards to FIFA Ultra Team, I think he might get a once to watch card potentially starting this Friday. Then we've got a very good silver player on FIFA Ultra Team being Dabo, joining Fiorentina from St Etienne, and the fee is around £4 million or €4 million. And that card could also be very expensive on the market because there's one right now in the Ligue 1, it's like 50k plus I believe. And next up we have a player I use so much back on FIFA 12, being El Yunusi. And right now on FIFA 18 I don't think he's currently on the game, but he will be returned potentially to AIK and is from Olympiacos on an undisclosed fee. And FIFA 12 was when silver players are great in game because it's him and Husklepp up front, they destroyed a lot of teams. But now we move on to a contract extension, this time being Juan Mata of Manchester United. Yesterday or last night he signed a new deal with the club until June 2019. There were reports suggesting he might be going to Valencia again or return to Valencia, as them rumours now have been squashed. Next up we've gone to Javi Fuego, going to Villarreal from Espanyol for €1.5 million. Then we have got Diego Jota, who's currently on loan to Wolves in the Championship from Atletico Madrid, and in fact they announced yesterday it will be a permanent basis in the summer as they've agreed a deal to sign him on an undisclosed fee. Next up we go on to a player I've never actually heard of, being Luca Bacchio. He joined me yesterday from a team in Belgium, again an undisclosed fee. Next up we got a double deal for Sevilla. The very first player is Roque Meza, going back to Spain just a few months after leaving the league to go to Swansea City, and he's gone there on loan for the rest of this season, and maybe there could be an option to buy. They also got a second player just a few months after joining the Premier League side Everton, being Sandro Ramirez. He's gone to Sevilla again on loan for the rest of the season. The FIFA legend himself, being Musa, has rejoined CSKA Moscow in Russia from Leicester City on loan for the rest of the season as well. And his move to Leicester really didn't work out too well for him. Maybe now going back to a team where he scored a lot of goals for, being CSKA Moscow, we could see a few more informed cards on FIFA 18. And then we've got full confirmation of Laporte going to Man City from Bilbao, and the fee right now a lot of places saying different ones. Some saying his clause was €65 million, £57 million or £60 million. Either way though, the fee itself does make him the second most expensive defender in football history. And Bilbao bought in a replacement straight away, being Inigo Martinez from Real Sociedad for €32 million. and that makes him the most expensive Spanish defender ever, just above Sergio Ramos to Real Madrid back in 2005 I think it was, and he also has a €18 million release clause. And the final confirmed today is going to be Emerson going to Chelsea from Roma. It's a total of €28 million, or 20 mil up front and 8 million bonuses. It does seem the Dzeko deal from Roma has fallen through, but again we'll talk about rumours right now. And the very first potential deal today could actually be a confirmed one very, very soon, if not already, being Lucas Moura going to Tottenham. And yesterday, everywhere did report that Lucas Moura has arrived at Tottenham's training ground ahead of a proposed £25 million move from PSG. And the Daily Telegraph are saying Tottenham's deal to sign Lucas Moura from PSG was finalised last night. The fee is £25 million and it's all been agreed and should be announced today. And I do imagine he'll also get a once to watch card, hopefully start in a couple days' time. Then we got to Lazar Markovic, a link to Swansea City, according to various different outlets. They're saying Swansea City are now in advanced talks with Liverpool to sign Lazar Markovic for £15 million. But nowadays he's doing absolutely nothing for us, so 15 mil, I'll definitely take that. Next up we got on to one from Sky Sports today, saying Fulham are in talks with Watford over a potential deal to sign striker Stefano Kaka. And now we move on to Quincy Promes. So yesterday apparently Southampton had a bid of £25 million rejected for the Dutch international. And that's because Spartak Moscow want £30 million instead. I said it a couple of days ago, but I think if he does join Southampton, it'll be a very good signing for them. Next up we got on to one according to Damasio. Roma are currently negotiating with Manchester United over transfer of Daley Blind. And then we've got a transfer that should be confirmed to a huge one as well, being Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang going to Arsenal from Borussia Dortmund. So yesterday, very early on, over 32,000 people have been watching a flight tracker of a private jet that apparently had Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on board. And that definitely does seem to be the case. In fact, it reminds me a lot of back in the summer when we were linked to Van Dijk as well, also Naby Keita, even going back as far as Jurgen Klopp when we announced him as manager. It's crazy what fans on social media and stuff do, it's also very, very entertaining. But actually onto the transfer itself, BBC Sport are saying that Aubameyang's medical at Arsenal is penciled in for this morning. I do think it'll be great for Arsenal. The main thing about it right now is that obviously yesterday or last night, they lost to Swansea City just like we did last week. There's definitely defensive issues there. Now their attack will be great with Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ozil, Mkhitaryan and amongst many other players as well. But again, defensive issues, they could hold them back, but maybe they'll start addressing them in the summer. We'll have to wait and see. Next up we go on to a very interesting one from yesterday, being Riyad Mahrez potentially going to Man City from Leicester. And we've got a lot of different stories to talk about this transfer. So first up, according to Daily Mirror, Man City are interested in signing Mahrez after Leroy Sané was ruled out for up to 7 weeks. But Leicester will only sell if they make a crazy offer. Then we got to one from France Football, it said that Man City made a €68 million bid for the Leicester man. The Telegraph said Man City would have to offer over £90 million to even raise the prospect of Leicester selling Mahrez this winter. Pretty much every single source now is saying that Mahrez is set to hand in a transfer request at Leicester in order to force through a move to Man City. And then Sky Sports on 2 tweets. The very first one says Man City lodged a third bid of £55 million for Leicester winger Riyad Mahrez, and straight after that, Leicester have immediately rejected the offer from City. And to be fair to Mahrez, despite wanting to move away from them, he's put an absolute shift pretty much every single game so far this season. He's been fantastic for them, definitely started to find his best form again, and obviously he's shown that by Man City being interested. But that is definitely one to look out for so far today, and I imagine if it does happen, again, it definitely wants to watch card. Then move on to Michy Batshuayi. So first up, according to RMC, Tottenham have had a loan offer rejected by Chelsea for Michy Batshuayi because the player doesn't want to move to Spurs. And then a journalist from Belgium has said Batshuayi has agreed personal terms with Borussia Dortmund and everything's settled between the two clubs as well. If Chelsea get Giroud done, Batshuayi goes to Germany. And we'll be talking about Giroud in just a moment. Next up we go on to one for West Ham. The very first one according to Sky Sports, West Ham made an inquiry to Lille for their captain Ibrahim Amadou. The French club wants £17.6 million. And West Ham's offer for him was £2 million loan fee plus £14 million as an option to buy in the summer. And our very short one for Newcastle fans today is regarding Mangala from Man City. So various outlets have said Newcastle have made an inquiry to Man City over the availability of Mangala. I'm not sure if it's a permanent basis or a loan deal, but Newcastle also linked to Slimani, the striker from Leicester. And next up, Watford is set to sign Didier Ndong on loan from Sunderland for the rest of the season. Also an option to buy there, apparently according to L'Equipe, it's around £6 million. And apparently Sunderland are replacing him with Vijaria on loan from Liverpool. Next up, we've gone to Olivier Giroud, and according to the Telegraph today, Chelsea is set to sign Olivier Giroud for just £18 million following a long day of talks with Arsenal. They're also linked to Llorente from Tottenham as well, but for 18 mil for Olivier Giroud, I think that's too cheap in this market. I know some Arsenal fans don't really like him, but as an out-and-out plan B, like a big target man to bring on, he's actually great as a super sub. And Arsenal are bringing in Aubameyang, but the fact they're also getting rid of Giroud to Chelsea potentially, to me, it's like strengthening rival yet again. I've already done so far with links to Sanchez to United. And moving on to today's The Keep then, they said that Manchester United striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic signed an agreement with LA Galaxy 3 weeks ago. And the second to last one today is according to Paris United. PSG Sporting Director Antero Henrique has been in contact with Atletico Madrid goalkeeper Jan Oblak's agent about a possible summer transfer. The apparent contract he's been offered is €14 million a year pre-tax with a €10 million signing bonus. PSG don't want to pay a player's €100 million release clause though, but do intend to make a substantial offer for Oblak that will be worth around €75 million. And it does seem he's definitely the number one target for PSG this summer. And a fun one today is according to Daily Mirror. Barca star Messi has hinted he could join David Beckham's new MLS franchise in Miami in the next few years. Now I'm not sure how much I believe it, to be honest. I think he'll stay at Barca for a long time still, but potentially I'd say 5 years time, he might make the switch then. But that guys is going to be it for today's video, so as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be actually also greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more, and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what do you think is going to be the best transfer today on deadline day? Let me know down below in the comment section. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.